weather. Here is Chief Meteorologist Chase Jones.
All right, during the break, we're getting so hyped up for football season. We were talking about mascots. Now, keeping our eye on those temperatures because it's going to get pretty hot inside a costume when we're talking about tomorrow. But by the weekend, some cooler weather is going to make its way in, and then it's going to stick around all the way through September. Now, temperatures over the last 24 hours, really keeping our eye on those overnight lows because we're trying to get them right. But if they're wrong, notice so transition season is starting a little bit sooner, all the way down into those upper 60s, and then a good run into those lower 90s. We see the rain make its way in, pushing us all the way down into those 80s, and we'll see how quickly we find ourselves right back down into those 70s. But I promise you, by next week, somewhere in those mid 60s overnight, so keep the jacket close. 80 in San Angelo, everybody else in a combination of lower 90s and those upper 80s across the entire area. You can see shades of pink and yellow where the cold air is making its way in. 88 in Robert Lee, 94 in Ballinger, 76 in Coleman, 94 down there in Junction. So quite the spread across the entire Concho Valley, outside of 16 degrees. But we take you down into the humidity indices. They're in those 70s and those 60s, while humidity indices are anywhere from those 80s all the way down into those 40s. But I promise you, all the moisture is on its way out. But by the weekend, going to find its way right back in. Now, moisture trackers showing us a little bit of tropical activity off the west coast, fighting back and forth with more cold weather on its way off the west coast. Now, the ridging that's going to make its way and will push us into those triple digits. But take a good look by Saturday, the resurgence of all this yellow moisture making its way in just east of the Concho Valley, and that's where we can see some heavier rain. Now, upper level pattern is finally pushing all the way down somewhere around Colorado. That's letting us know that the ridging is not that strong. It's giving up more and more every week. Now, more cold air is going to try to fight its way in, but take a good look by Wednesday. Strong low pressure pushing straight down from Canada, and that's going to cool us all the way down into those mid 60s overnight. Water vapor imagery, getting a better idea of the convection going strong across the entire Rocky Mountains. This circulation has taken days to get its act together, but monsoon season is going strong, so as daytime heating takes over across the four corners, getting a better idea of the moisture making its way in. That will find its way into the Concho Valley. Off the east coast, getting a better idea of the stationary boundaries, continuously pushing across the entire eastern seaboard. Now, severe weather outlook, quiet again, just going around the Concho Valley, but we take you down to the surface to get a better idea of some of those alerts right now, and you can sort of see where the ridging is pushing all the way up into Idaho, then finding its way all the way down to the east side of Texas. Now, really zooming in tonight to get a better idea of some of that cloud activity by tonight and into tomorrow. Radar right now showing us spots of moisture all the way through the area, but of course, Futurecast is going to give you a better idea of where it should be. Models doing okay, but as the rain finally finds its way out by tonight, tomorrow is going to be a pretty humid one. Then it's going to be a good run at those triple digits. Really keeping our eye on the moisture, making its way down from the north, but right behind me, get a good idea of more convection that's finding its way around. So as we get closer towards the weekend, here comes that cold weather. Tonight, all the way back down into those lower 70s. I'm on the lookout for a little bit more rain than tomorrow. A good run at those triple digits. So we are practicing one more day of hot weather safety. That's taking lots of breaks, drinking plenty of water, and of course, finding shady areas to cool off. As we get closer towards Labor Day, the end of August, take a good look. A huge drop in temperatures all the way down into those lower 80s, and that's exactly where we're going to continue to stay to kick off the first day of fall. Take a good look. Still holding on to those 80s while those overnight lows drop into those mid 60s. Stay tuned while we're on the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.